Hi guys, I'm coming to you today. I haven't had this over excited feeling or any sort of drive or passion to come and do a video today. And probably because I feel quite down today. It's been a very manic day, and it's taken quite a lot of my energy. And I know I've got a constant source of energy that and I control that. But I do feel quite drained today. It's been a good day, even though it's been quite manic. It's been a really good day, and a lot has come out of today with regards to some new ideas and things for this. But today has more or less been about other people, really, and sort of help lift other people's vibration up, which has taken quite a lot of energy out of me. I just feel physically drained today, and I haven't had that pull to come and do a video. Don't feel inspired, so I'm going to do this anyway, because you have days where it's not amazing. You have days where you feel really flat and quite down and blue, and you know, it's all part of living, you know. It's not one big massive party, you know, otherwise you wouldn't learn life lessons to teach you about who you are, the real you. You know, you wouldn't see the dark, you wouldn't see the light, you wouldn't merge the two, so you make a grey, and in the greys, from the greys come all these crystal sort of colours that emerge from being in this good enough place. I'm just trying this anyway, and I'm going to see if it takes me anywhere or whatever, and if anything comes that's going to be useful, even if the fact that I'm just having a bit of a down day, and that's okay too. You know, it's still perfectly wonderful, outstanding to have an out of the blue day, you know, just feeling quite flat and lethargic. Just, you know, that's very much how I feel today. So I probably need a really early night, even though it's 20 to 9 in the night, and only now I'm really having a chance to sort of sit down. I've just had a nice bath, which was nice, but that just relaxed me even more, so I feel quite sleepy as well now. So I'm not sure what's going to come from this. Mind, we did have a giggle as well earlier on. A friend of mine, Gina. Hi, Gina. She's an absolute darling. She's lovely. She's an absolute darling. She was a godsend, you know. Oh, that's what I wanted to say as well. I'm going to tell you the story about Gina, and then I'm going to tell you the godsend thing. Right, to remind me to say this, include this in this video. Gina came around unexpectedly, and bless her, she was so tired, you know, and she looked exhausted, you know, as she walked down the street to where I live. She was, and I can't say her name because I told her I'd probably talk about this in the video later, and she said she was fine with that. She needed a mention, and so, Gina, I love you. But I said to her about, what do you think of my videos then, you know, and she said that, you know, she used to give me feedback, and she said, you're never looking in the camera, and it sort of made me think, right, okay, which way on an iPad is the camera? So apparently it's that dot right there that I got to look in when I talk into the video. So just for you, Gina, I'm going to look into that dot, and I'm talking to you right there in that dot. So that was a lesson in itself, which was quite funny. That's what I wanted to talk to you as well about. This is what's just come to me now from obviously just talking, is somebody said to me that you must believe in God, because you always use God in what you're saying when you're talking and things. And I said to her, well, would you feel more comfortable if I talked about the opposite side of God, which is the darker side, which is the devil and the evil, and the flip side of a God, you know? It doesn't matter what I believe in. I've said that, you know, it really doesn't matter what I believe in. It's what you believe in yourself, okay? And I looked the other way there, and I'm aware now, Gina, I'm aware that I'm looking over there, but that's looking at you there. But it's there. Right, back to what I was saying. About how I will sort of, somebody has mentioned that I always sort of say God, so I must believe there's a God. It's irrelevant if I believe there's a God or I don't believe there's a God, and that is really important, because it doesn't matter what I believe, it's about what you guys believe in yourself to be your truth. What I actually believe in is up to me, and my power is in what I believe in my core, because I'm good enough in my core. So I'm just for this, the purpose of this, this is where I'm actually drawn to, so I'm going to go with it. The dark can teach you something, okay? Evil can teach you something. Everybody has a dark side, everybody has a light side. You know, a good side, a God side, a devil side, you know? Because there's good and bad in every single human being, okay? There is. But it's when you accept those bad things and look at those bad things that the darker side becomes grey, because you're changing them and you're more comfortable with where you're at with regards to the black side, you know. And you find yourself fighting sort of situations when you see those dark sides in others if you haven't completely looked at that particular aspect of yourself. So yes, I do sort of say, you know, sort of work on the lighter side of life, and I'll say sort of God's, and you know, but it's all within you anyway. It's a combination. Every human being is a combination of good and bad, right? And it's merging the two, seeing that there is good in people, there is bad in people, you know. Nobody is perfect, right? No human being living an existence on this planet is all good or all bad. There's good aspects, there's bad aspects. So, you know, whatever you want to term it as, whatever you see evil in a religious form as being, or whatever you see the light, the good, the God, you know, in being in your life, that's your experience, and that's what you will, how much energy you put into that is what you will believe, you know, what life will come for you, really. But it's about merging the good and the bad together and seeing it's not all bad, it's not all good, and that's okay, you know, because what you do is you look at the aspects of yourself that you don't like and you work on them. You know, you reflect on that. You use the interactions with people, the situations that you put yourself in, you know, which is really important, because that's what's teaching you something. And you make those choices, you make those decisions, whether you agree or not, you know, to put yourself in situations and experience what you're experiencing. You control it. You drive your own car. So you can't blame anybody for your own reactions, because you're looking at outside source as if they are to blame for what you were feeling. Something within you is triggered by whatever somebody else's behaviour is that's where you need to be looking. That's what you need to be addressing. It's the core within you. So I think, I'm not really sure where that has all come from, and it just sort of did emerge from somewhere. So obviously, even though I did feel very, very, very flat, when I put myself in the situation, something came. And that is what this whole spiritual awakening journey is about for me. It's showing you that it's being real, it's being who you are, warts and all, making human error, because human error, human error is where you learn about life, and in life you learn about yourself. And it's when you start to look at yourself and work on the darker sides that you don't like, and then bring in more light aspects of the lighter sides, that they merge. They become the grey area, which eventually, when you become aligned and complete, will become this entire crystal, amazing place that will just be outstanding for you, because you can control everything. You can. The only way to describe, I keep saying this over and over, but you just know. The core of you knows that you're completely good enough, because you've totally accepted yourself, warts and all the bad bits, all the ugly bits, all the nasty bits, you know, because you have the power to change that. You make your life what you want it to be. You know, you really do. And you can't blame, sorry, but you can't blame other people for situations you put yourself in. You have to deal with consequences. That's part of being human. That's part of living. You choose the direction. You choose the car you drive. You choose what you're going to do along the way, you know. A friend called me earlier on, and she talked about, with regards to sort of, she's quite happy in this place. She doesn't want to move. And that's fine. That is absolutely okay. Because for her right now, that is comfortable. You know, she doesn't have to take the next step. It's not about rushing. It's an individual process. Everybody will experience this process totally different. Completely different. Because everybody is unique. Everybody is individual. And that's how it should be. You know, that is how it should be. Everything in life is about, when you ground yourself so much in a particular way of being, you know, it's almost like you have this sheep mentality. Meh, meh, this is the way to go. Meh, meh. But if life is going to merge and people are going to accept, and, you know, what is that song? Oh, what was that song? Imagine all the people living in this world. It was one of the Beatles, wasn't it? It was one of the Beatles who sang that song. If the life is ever going to merge and become one, you know, humanity is going to become one, then we have to work on ourselves. Because when you work on yourselves and you see the bad sides of yourself, you stop living your life through the bad side of yourself, because it's not in the core of you to be bad. It's not in the core of you to be hurtful, nasty, vicious, physically violent. It's not in the core of who you are. One is so loving, is so amazing, that the only thing you can do and feel comfortable doing is love somebody else. So imagine if every single human being tapped into that real core and worked on themselves, completely put all the energy that they have and they put into other aspects of outside sources as being the only way. Imagine how that would impact life and people. That would just, for me, be amazing. But that's my reality. That's how, my temperature is just knocked off. Oh, I can't wait for the sunny days so we can put the washing on the line and, you know, the rest of it. Mind you, it's been a really sunny day, but I haven't been here. I haven't been here today. I've been out and about doing fam dates, as it was said earlier on, which is a family date. Apparently the young people now have mate dates and they have family dates, which is, it was a fam date that I've been on today, which is lovely as well. I will tell you that I'm back in work tomorrow, and I work all different sort of shifts and things, so chances are they will probably only be one, but I do apologise if I miss a day, because it'll depend on where I'm at, you know, with regards to my shift patterns and everything. But I will try my hardest to keep up to my promise of trying to do this process so other people can feel what it's like for me and feel more comfortable in their situations and in their moments that they are, you know, living in the moment. So, that's it, I think. That did come, actually. You are. I trusted it, even though I didn't particularly want to do it, and I felt really tired. I trusted it, and something came. One of you might get something from that, you know, maybe I'm getting something from that, you know, as in just shifting my state, like Tony Robbins will always say, you know, you can get in that place. But for some reason, it wasn't about me shifting. It was just putting myself in this situation and just letting myself verbally blabber that lifted that state for me. So I worked from the core. Right, okay then, guys, I really am going to say goodnight now. So I'm going to go to bed and just sleep, because I am exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted tonight. So thank you, Gina, for your feedback. I'm looking at the clock and looking over there again. Thank you, Gina, for the feedback. And I absolutely adore you, and you was a godsend or a devil send, whatever way you want to look at it, and I love you for it. Right, okay, everybody else, you're absolutely amazing, you're awesome, you're beautiful in the core, you really, really are, and I'm going to say goodnight now, and lots of love to you all, and I will speak to you tomorrow, if I get a chance to do a video. If not, I apologise that they may not be every single day now. Okay, good night then, take care.